And now we have David Kavika Matos, a father, a grandfather, and a chair of the Hawaii State Commission on Fatherhood, and a member of the Commit to Keiki Steering Committee. Kavika, go ahead with your question.
Research shows us the importance of positive impact on early learning and family support programs, especially in the first 5 years of life when a child's brain is developing at its fastest rate. And young children who are exposed to family violence are more likely to suffer from health-related, academic, and cognitive problems. Yet Hawaii is ranked 43 in the nation for our investment in children. What would you do as a governor to support the youngest Keiki and their family to give them a better start?
Thank you. Mrs. Cayetano, you're first.
You're absolutely right, and there's no better investment than investing in our Keiki. One of the first things I would do is follow through on the support that the legislature and Governor Ige has done to introduce universal preschool in certain areas. I think through those processes we can work through all of the kinks and the problems that come with them so that we can expand them on all islands. I'd also reach out to the private sector, knowing how difficult it is now to find employees to help support them and their needs. Could they also participate by giving them a tax incentive to provide childcare and early preschool education for their employees' children?
Mr. Kahele.
Nothing is a stronger indicator of being prepared for one's future than education. And regardless of what your life success will be, education is absolutely foundational to that. It is why in the United States Congress, I supported the Build Back Better Act, which would have provided universal preschool throughout the entire nation for every 3-, 4-, and 5-year-old child in this country. We need to bring this to fruition here in Hawaii. Utilizing the new School Facilities Authority, we can do that. $200 million put in by the legislature to build preschools across this state. I also feel that we need to have early childhood care centers so that working mothers can go back to work sooner and they can have their children right next to them, especially in our public school systems and in our workplaces.
Thank you. Dr. Green.
Well, this is a very personal question for me. When I was born, I didn't meet my milestones for 2 years. They didn't know if I had developmental disabilities. Ultimately, I was found to be deaf. My parents were great parents. They put me into schools. After I had my hearing restored through surgical interventions, I was very far behind. Without that early education, I would have never caught up. It took until about age 8 to catch up. We have to invest in universal preschool and screening. I've already begun some humanitarian work screening all of our children in the state for visual defects, for sight problems. We'll also do that for hearing. We have to actually invest in this way because it's a 7-to-1 return on investment for people in the future, but most importantly, it puts kids on the right track. So universal pre-K and education all the way throughout is what we have to do.